Arsenal have made their second signing of the January transfer window, and it's Southampton right-back Cedric Soares on loan until the end of the season. But the interesting thing about this is that we could actually snap him up for free in the summer. His contract runs out in the summer at Southampton, and we have signed him on a 6-month loan deal, which from what I'm reading here, he could actually become a Arsenal player for free in the summer if he does impress Arteta and co. Between now and the end of the season. I'll quickly read some quotes about what they're saying about him, some statistics about it before I go on about what I think of the signing. He's 28 years of age, joining from Southampton, like I said, where he has made more than 100 appearances since joining them in 2015. Cedric started his career at Sporting Lisbon, developed him through the young ranks before making his first team debut in the Portuguese league at the age of 19. He's an experienced international. He's had 33 appearances for Portugal, and he also featured in the 2018 World Cup and was part of the Portugal squad that won Euro 2016. I didn't actually know he was part of that squad, but I do now. During his career, the defender has also had spells on loan at Academica, again, apologies if I butchered that, in Portugal, and Inter Milan in Italy. Technical director Edu said Cedric is a defender with good experience in the Premier League and, of course, at international level. He is another strong addition to our defensive unit who will provide our squad with quality. I know he's a player who plays with absolute full commitment and energy. We are all looking forward to going into the last stage of this season with Cedric as part of the club. Deal as blah blah blah. So you have that. Is there anything else? Quotes. We love quotes. Read some quotes about. I won't go into too much, like I said, when we signed Pablo Mari. If you guys want to know where to find all these quotes about what Arsenal and what the players that we signed say about joining us, literally just go on the Arsenal website. It'll be the first thing you see, especially today for the Cedric deal. Portuguese. It's been a while, to be fair. We were close a few years ago. This is on him potentially signing a couple of years ago. So it's not the first time. It didn't happen that time, but now, thank God, it came true. I'm super happy. Obviously, it was important for me in my career to come here. Southampton gave me the opportunity to play in the Premier League, but obviously it's amazing this step to come here and play for Arsenal. The thing is about Cedric Soares, from what I've heard, is that he's not the player he once was a couple of years ago. At Southampton, I do remember us being linked with Southampton. With Cedric from Southampton, but he's practically just confirmed that himself. I think it's a smart signing to make. Obviously, we signed Mari centre-half and we signed a right-back. I don't know whether we are going to sign anyone else today on deadline day. I think that might well be it. It's a short-term holes I think we're doing at the minute, and if they do well, then they'll get their permanent moves in the summer. Cedric, I think, is a very important signing. It's a smart signing. Yes, he might not be at his best as what he used to be, but from what I'm seeing, it's a credible person to have as competition for Hector Bellerin. Yes, Ainsley Maitland-Niles has played really well in Bellerin's absence, but we all know he doesn't want to play there. And clearly Arteta does not see Maitland-Niles' future at right back. So we've brought in Cedric, who's Premier League experience. He knows the league. He won't need to adapt, which is great. And it's not something that we have done very often over the years. And something that Arsenal fans have been crying out for us to do is to sign Premier League proven players, and to be fair to them, they've done it with Cedric Soares. It's not exactly the most blingy signing ever, but it's a smart signing, and we need defensive reinforcements. And you know, on that right side, we've only really got Bellerin, apart from Maitland-Niles. And yes, he's been playing so well there, but clearly Arteta sees him as a midfielder, which is fair enough. And with Bellerin always getting injured all the time, only just come back, of course, I think this is great competition for places. And you've got to remember, Mikel Arteta, he came from Manchester City, where everyone was fighting for their spot at Manchester City. There was always, if somebody got injured, there was always a really good, credible replacement to come in and fill that hole whilst that player was injured. And I feel like that's what he's now trying to do with Arsenal. As if Hector Bellerin gets injured, oh look, we got Cedric. Yes, it looks like he won't be available for Sunday. Not that should be much of an issue, because obviously Bellerin's fit now. He's out for the next couple of weeks, I think, with an injury. But with the winter break coming up, that means he should be back and available after the winter break. So he's only missing 1 game. It's not that big of a deal. Like I said, what I think of it is a very smart signing. It is a good signing for Arsenal, I think, especially if we can snap him up for free at the end of the season if he does do well. And if he doesn't do well with us, then we don't have to bother. We don't have to sign him. We never really replaced Debuchy or Jenkinson when they left, which left us with Maitland-Niles at the time when Bellerin got injured. So it's good to have that defensive backup. It's a very smart sign. I think it could be a very good signing as well. Is still only 28 years of age, so he's still got a couple years left in him at the top level of the game. And like I said, maybe a couple years ago, this guy could have been a starting right back for us, but hasn't really kicked on the last couple of years. So there he is still. He's now got his move to us, but I don't think he would have joined if he wasn't going to get game time. So that's why I think that this is really for him and Bellerin to really fight for that place as a starting right back. And it's really good to have competition for places, and that is, it looks like that is what we have got with Cedric Soares. Now, as I'm recording this video, Arteta's press conference is in about 20 minutes time, so we'll find out then whether we will be making any more moves in this January transfer window. But for now, I think that this is it now. We've signed Pablo Mari on loan and Cedric Soares. It might not be the most, great of signings, but we need defensive reinforcements, and to be fair to the club, that's what they have done. I think we will go full speed ahead in the summer, hopefully, and we will sign players for a long-term ambition. I think that these are just holes to fill in the gap till the end of the season and trying to get to the goals that we need to get, potentially winning the Europa League, maybe a good cup run, and I highly doubt we're going to be back to top 4, so I really think it will be the Europa League that will have to save us, but we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think of the signing of Cedric Soares in the comments down below. Southampton fans, let me know what sort of player we should expect Cedric Soares to be. Obviously, I know they haven't been on best terms because of the contract dispute and him running down his contract, which is fair enough if you're a Southampton fan. Got a sour taste in your mouth. But if he's been that good of a servant, he's been there for 5 years, he's served your club really well from what I've seen. So maybe it's good for him to get this move. But like I said, Arsenal, Southampton, or any sort of fan, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of this signing of Cedric Soares. And before I go, I just want to say a massive thank you. We've just hit 150 subscribers today. The growth of this channel is just been absolutely amazing. So I'd just like to thank everyone who has been subscribed and continues to follow me on this journey to 200 subscribers. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like it if you have, and subscribe if you're new. Hopefully I'll be back again later for another signing, but I highly doubt that will be the case. And if that is not the case, then I'll be back for my Burnley reaction on Sunday. See you guys later.